Okay, am I ready to open the stream? Technically not, but I am behind schedule, so we'll start streaming and recording.
Woo!
What, like right now?
Show.
One moment.
Alright,
One
At
moment,
the end of your
everybody.
next sentence?
Oh, see, just a quick heads up. In an hour, I gotta step away for maybe about like 10 minutes, because I gotta pick up my glasses.
It'd be an intermission.
Yeah, intermission.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Excellent. Well, it's good. It's good to know that the first official stream of our session has started with a bunch of small talk about picking up glasses.
Yes!
Nerd.
I did it! Nerd!
Nerds!
At least it wasn't starting the way we were talking about before.
Nerds! All of you are nerds!
You're a nerd too!
And yet I'll still look better than all y'all.
I am the king of nerds, and I can prove my swag by the fact of what I'm doing as we freaking speak.
Oh yeah, well, but are you wearing overalls?
You know, that's a really good argument, nor am I wearing glasses, so fair enough.
Ooh.
Alright
Not nerdy
then.
enough. Sorry, you can't be our DM. You're not nerdy enough.
Before we begin, quick question, is the stream running? Twitch is telling me that there's nothing happening, but I don't believe it.
I see the stream,
Okay, it is running through Twitch,
and I
everything is
hear
all
it as
good?
well.
Twitch is
Excellent.
nothing but a liar.
Should we test the text? Because, like, it wasn't working last time.
Sure, I doubt anything's changed, but who knows.
Alright.
Oh, derp, I forgot
Twitch
to,
is working.
I forgot to add... I totally forgot to add a background. I should do that right the flip now.
Quick, post backgrounds, everyone. Number one candidate.
Okay.
Shoot,
First.
not quite. Someone quick, something up. The stream is totally live, but it's totally not. Let's pretend it's not live for a minute.
So let's pretend people can't hear us right now. Okay.
Yes. And
Hi.
and it's being recorded. You know what? One more that's slightly more serious. As amazing as that background is.
Do you want to use one of mine?
Avering. That's amazing.
I'm
magnum opus.
I just want something that. Dagnum, fine. I'll find my own image.
Hey! Who said you could find an image? I got it right here. Even though technically Vincent isn't here.
Shredder got the best one. Dim's dank hurts.
You know what? That's good enough, Corvine. That'll do.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh my.
Ooh.
My.
Alright, save it.
Oh
here.
my.
I promise I have legit backgrounds.
Your face has legit backgrounds.
You and your legit backgrounds. We don't need backgrounds. We'll use MS Paint. Then again, I
Actual
made mine in
wallpaper.
MS Paint, so
Actual wallpaper coming up.
Oh. Well, dang.
All right, good enough. We can figure out all the the details later. Let's actually have an official beginning to this, so we seem somewhat professional and not an embarrassment to the entire community, shall we?
but then that's what we are.
Too late.
We're already an
Yeah,
embarrassment to
they're
our
recording
families
for a
because D&D.
I
I'm gonna go a step further.
My family is I am very proud to tell my family I've been playing D&D for as long as I have. I am not a closet about any of my nerdums, thank you very much. That all said, welcome everyone to Them's Fightin' Herds 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign, as hosted by OC is Best Ungulate. I'd like to thank everybody who is here who has made this possible. I am very, very grateful to be here and very grateful to be able to have the opportunity to do this. You all are fantastic, and the month building up to this, technically longer than a month, has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm very glad for everyone who has joined us, be it live as we are talking, or later on after we have finished via recording. This was quite a bit of work, and as you can all see, there's been quite a bit of excitement on the end of both mine and the players, and just the community at large. And a big shout out to Snow, or KYM Snowman specifically, for providing most of the art that we have on hand. Thank you very much, Snow, for all that you have done. For those of you who are watching this stream, Snow is the one who just spoke, but is also going by the name of Ophelia, since that is the name of his character. We're going to take this opportunity, and we're going to have each of the players introduce themselves briefly, and also talk a little bit about their characters before we begin the campaign. So we have a bit of context as to who we are going to be watching, adventuring around in the wonderful world of Foenum. We'll start from the top, and by the top, I mean the top of who's on the stream on the side here, thus with Colorado Blue. Colorado Blue, if you would introduce yourself, if you, the player, would introduce yourself, and then talk about your character a little bit, and we'll move on to Corvine.
Alright, well, to begin, first of all, I'm the best one here. Everyone else they're not. But, nah, I'm just kidding. I go by Talon J on the forums, and my character is Colorado Blue, the only cow that has a hammer, which he named Sledge.
Are there any particularly interesting character quirks about your character we should know about?
Yeah, don't make fun of his armor. He will smash you.
And why is this such a sensitive topic for him? Or is that spoilers to be revealed later?
It's not really a spoiler. It's such a sensitive topic because, well, his dad made it for him, and he's very prideful of his family's work.
Even though it's too
as
big.
blacksmiths.
Cool. Corvine.
Hello. My name on the forums is Mighty Alicorn Hunter, and my character is Corvine Winterblood, a noble deer who has left her home.
But why?
But why? To go on adventures to find out about history and stuff.
No old wizards knocking on your door here. Io!
Hello. I go by 00, the number 0, the word 0100 on the forums, or just, 0.
One moment,
short.
Zero. Quick question.
I forgot the one.
Is 0 very loud for anybody else, or is it just me?
No.
Speak again, Zero.
It's
A little out of
Hi.
my deal with it.
this way.
It lowers mic volume.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize, Zero. Continue.
That's alright. I'm not exactly in the best of places right now, or the most comfortable. But getting back to the description and stuff, I go by 0 on the forums, and my character is EO, spelled an I-O. Everybody's kind of made fun of it, but I'm fine with it. And EO is a sketch journalist for the Weekly Meadow, a made-up newspaper I made for the sheep. So he's kind of like a photojournalist, but a sketch journalist, because Foenum doesn't have cameras.
And there's something unique about your character. What is it?
I have a hat.
That's not what I was alluding to, but that works.
No, okay. I have more than just a hat. I also have tricks up my sleeves, because I know magic. I'm not going to say how, because spoilers, and also because it's in my backstory. You want to read it, but I have magic.
This is a good point to mention that for those of you who are interested, on the server, the players have posted their various backstories to accompany their character sheets. If you are not in the Discord server, or have no desire to join the Discord server, we'll probably also post them at some future point in the Them's Fightin' Herds D&D thread for your entertainment and reading pleasure. That said, let us move on to our resident Longma and Rule Breaker.
Hello, I'm a rule breaker.
That's all.
That's it. He's a rule breaker.
My name's Local Hero. I'm Strategy on the forums, and I play Zhang Hua, a Longma monk from the Order of the Silver Flame, who's just recently graduated and begun what is called the Pilgrimage, which is a journey throughout Foenum to become strong, yada yada yada, monk stuff.
Disclaimer, not to be confused with the Soul Calibur character of the same name.
Yes.
Quiet you. And as a bit of clarification, the reason I called him a rule breaker is when I initially put out the rules for this campaign, I used what was called the Dungeons and Dragons basic rules as presented on the Wizards of the Coast website, which allows for people to play the game for free using basic rules. It presents a choice of 4 different races and 4 different classes. I adapted a number of the races to be more Foenum friendly, and then I still kept it restricted to the base 4 classes as presented in that book. Local Strider, however, was not aware of this fact and had made his character a monk, which technically was outside of the rules I had established. But he had made his character and had presented it to me after this fact had been known, and I, rather than force him to make a whole new character, simply decided to roll with it anyways. But that said, he's not in trouble or anything like that. I love the guy, and I'm rather fond of his monk who has a small meme surrounding her. Let us move on to the last but not least member of the party, Ophelia.
Hello, hello. So, I am Ophelia of the Woodland. That's the name of my character. I am KYM Snowman on the forums. So basically, Ophelia is a unicorn who can't do magic very well. And because of this, she found that the only thing that she was really ever good at was stealing. So she became a rogue. And she found herself in the desert for some reason.
Sorry, I had to step away from my computer for just a hot second. Oh, good, my reminder went off to remind me that that we were playing D&D today.
Woo!
Right on then. So, there are your characters and players. There's one player that was mentioned before, specifically Vamp. I'm not actually sure how one would technically say his name. He's known as Vamp on the forums, and his character's name is Benson Baugh. He is a sheep wizard. However, due to IRL reasons, aka, real life stuff, we will be excusing him with the first 3 sessions of play. That said, we shall go ahead and set the stage and officially begin playing Dungeons and Dragons. With, of course, unnecessarily dramatic voice from the DM, because why the fuck not, right? Am I right? Totally right. Always right forever. Okay. Our story begins in the desert nation of Karakur. Specifically, we find our heroes in the desert of Suran. They are on the road. They are on a trade route. A decently sized one, not the major trade route through the region, but a smaller one, heading towards the village of Baikonur. Now, our heroes, some of them have recently fallen into company with each other. Some have been in company with each other for a while. The exact nature of when and how you've all come together is really up to you. But the point is we begin our quest after all of you have finally met on the road. Let's take a moment to figure out exactly under what pretense you all have met, and then you may begin RPing when ready.
We suddenly turn around and then we just fight. One big mosh pit. That's my vote. That's my vote.
Something.
Happenstance.
Okay, no, but a legitimate answer is probably like we kind of see each other in the distance and we just kind of get close enough to the chatting distance, I guess is the best example.
Let's answer this question. Of the 5 of you, which ones are likely to have already been in each other's company for some time, be it a short distance, a couple of days, so on and so forth?
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I'm completely out of left field.
I mean,
So,
Fair enough.
I guess we
I
all
thought
just
we were just
at the same time.
we're all characters who would avoid each other, I guess.
I thought we would just be all like 5 strangers meeting up at this one point, like maybe a rest stop or something, at a bench or something, a cactus.
That might work. Let us say through various circumstances and happenstance, you've all come across a similar point. Perhaps one of you stopped to rest, the other one decided to stop down and rest as well to be social for a few minutes. One thing led to another, and now there's 5 of you.
So we're all in the same space,
Yes.
right?
You're all near each other within conversation distance.
And we're still just strangers, right?
Yes.
I would probably say at this point we actually haven't met each other for whatever reason. We've all
Well,
we all came to this similar place, going to this one city
yes. Traveling
circumstance
alone,
or by.
traveling alone is very dangerous. So perhaps when you saw, 1 or 2 people sitting down at the road to take a quick rest, you thought to yourselves, well, perhaps it's safer to travel or at least rest with others, even if I don't necessarily know them. After all, this particular stretch of the desert is known for a bit of banditry from time to time. I suppose I should also set the actual physical stage in which we are. The desert in which you find yourselves is sort of a bit of a mixed desert. There aren't a lot of dunes per se. They do exist and they are out there, but most of the desert is sort of dry earth with intermittent mountains here and there. The ground isn't 100% level either. It sort of gently slopes this way or that way. The path at which you are on is basically nothing more than a smooth dirt road that has been pounded out just simply from repeated use over the years. It doesn't appear to be a greatly maintained road, but doesn't seem to be in terribly poor shape either. And neither of you have seen any patrols, or none of you, sorry, I'm used to playing with 2 people, none of you have seen any patrols as you've been journeying. It is also worth noting that this road, which leads north, will ultimately lead to the capital of Rain, which I suspect holds some interest to any number of you. That said, you are free to begin RPing your characters that have found yourselves in the company of various strangers.
Okay.
One more thing.
Cool.
How exactly are we? Are we traveling by foot? Or are we traveling by like?
You are all traveling by hoof, with the exception of possibly the Longma, who probably was flying until just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So, Corvine and her ice sprite Snowflake are setting up a tent.
Very well then. It appears that Deer is setting up a tent with a small Osprite and assistance. What do you others do?
I'm gonna say that EO just kind of sees this happening in the distance and gets closer and closer up until the point that he's actually within, talking distance, and says hello.
Hello.
Hi. I don't mean to bother, but would you happen to know where I am or where this is? I'm kind of lost.
So you want to do this, then just click on that one.
Hold on, please. Broxnar, if you'd be so kind as to mute your mic.
I'm almost at right now, Lucas.
Yeah.
If I went over here.
There we go.
Thank you very much. Continue.
So, sorry, I'm not the best at directions. This is a desert near... The road up here leads up to Rain, though.
Thanks. You wouldn't happen to know where... No, I suppose you wouldn't.
Where one is?
It's nothing. I think I can find my own way from here, but... where did you come from, if you don't mind me asking?
I came from down the road. That way. away from rain. I've been wandering around for a while now.
So while
I
they're
see.
talking, I see Corvine's character setting the tent, and so I approach and ask, "Need any help with that?"
I plan. I could set up a tent myself. So, thank you for offering.
Oh, no problem.
I would assume that he was just kind of surprised by this, so he'd be like, "You're a Longma, huh?"
No, the Longma hasn't approached yet. Although this does take a moment.
Not yet.
Currently we have a deer, or a reindeer, and a nice. Well, why don't each of you take a moment to describe your characters to the other ones? That way we have a nice mental picture of what we're dealing with.
Okay. So, the reindeer EO is talking to in question is wearing a dark green cloak, has emerald eyes, and has a dark, almost charcoal colored coat, like her fur. And her
And
horns are
EO,
white. And the ice sprite is got he's got a fairly pale complexion, like white complexion, and he's also in green clothes, like dark green. Okay, I'm done.
all right. And the alpaca that Corvine is speaking to is named EO, and he's run-of-the-mill alpaca. He's got yellow fleece, fur, wool,
Something like that.
hair.
Some sort of fuzziness.
He has green eyes. He wears a hat, and he has saddlebags on his back.
And this cow?
And this cow is white with black spots. The front on top of his head's like really messy. Hasn't taken a brush to it in like forever. And the thing is though is that he's also wearing a iron breastplate for added protection. And he tends to carry around a big hammer. Big
Cool.
sledgehammer.
Alright, then. Sorry to interrupt your very awkward RP. Continue.
Around this time, the rest of the group finally sees a Longma flying down into the distance, coming towards your direction. As she lands, she just looks around for a moment and looks at the rest of you and goes, excuse me. Do you know where I am?
You know about as much as me.
Well, you're in a desert.
Really? I thought I was in a garden. A desert,
I know,
really?
easy to confuse.
I don't think we need the
Amazing.
sass.
Speaking of sass, Ophelia starts walking up towards this strange group. And behind her, there seems to be two gentlemen who don't seem to belong here. And Ophelia says to them, "Could you kindly excuse me? I need to get away from those annoying men. They seem to be hounding me, and I need a distraction to get them off of me."
Wait, what now?
Yes. So,
I mean, what? Do you have a reason? Do they have a reason for chasing you? I kind of want to know some more about this.
they've been harassing me for the longest time, and they claim that I have to return with them back to the previous town. Could you please kindly help me get rid of them?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll help.
Fine with it.
Alright. See, boys? I told you I had a group here. I was just meeting up with them. Now get lost!
Io just kind of gives them like a really awkward grin.
And
Ophelia.
Colorado blurts out, "Yeah, you don't want to mess with us."
Ophelia,
Yes,
please give me a bluff check.
a bluff check. Alright.
I should probably have a character sheet open so I'm not making a fool of myself by calling for skills that don't exist. Shh.
That doesn't exist.
Have you heard that? Okay.
You're thinking of persuasion.
Alright.
That's all I know everything I'm doing. It's memorized and how.
Or wait, no, you're thinking of deception.
Yes.
Oh, deception. There you go.
Ugh.
Ah, this is
I don't think they take too kindly to that.
Wrong thing. Wrong one. No, what does that even do? I don't know what this is. Oh, that's what that is. No, close that. Close that. I pushed the wrong button. Oopsies. I see. Very well then. And Colorado, I believe you said something. Give me an intimidation. Since you
Alright.
since you said something rather, well, shall we say, intimidating.
Got him. Find okay. Alrighty. Just had to check my my modifier for that real quick.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yes, I do want to mention, for those in the stream, the Discord server has a built-in dice bot. We installed it a while ago, but I'm also allowing players to use physical dice if they so desire. Fascinating. Very well then.
Huh.
Ophelia. Actually, Io, give me a persuasion check.
Give you an A. A persuasion?
Yes.
Alright. There you go.
Okay, then now, if I recall correctly, Ophelia, you told them that this was your party that you were hanging out with, correct?
Yes.
All right. In Colorado Blue, you said buzz off. You don't want to mess with us, correct?
Yep.
And Io, I forget exactly what you said. What was the gist of it?
Yes, I help you. Alright. She's with us.
She's with us. Okay. Ophelia, you turn around and you say what you have to say, but it's extraordinarily unconvincing. Partly because the rest of the group sort of looks at you briefly with a "who is this?" kind of glance. The two, what I suppose are guards, following you, don't buy into your story for a second. In fact, if anything, they turn towards the group with accusatory eyes, as if perhaps suddenly suspecting that they all are your cohorts in crime. However, suddenly a very scary cow opens his mouth, and a surprisingly convincing alpaca do as well.
And I'm waving my hammer.
The guards look between the lot and say, "You know, I mean, look, just don't cause any trouble, okay? I mean, you're not bandits, are you? They don't look like bandits. No, they don't look like bandits. They were bandits. We covered all sorts of bad things. No, I don't think they're bandits. They're probably okay, kind of. Well, she's a thief. Well, we don't know that she's a thief. Maybe she just... Look, why don't you all just, don't cause any trouble, okay? Just, yeah." And he sort of gives like a, "I have my eyes on you" motion with his hoof as the two of them... They try to be confident as they walk off, but, they kind of fail. But they try. Bless their souls.
Will do, officers. Will do.
Gold star.
Ophelia
And
just
well,
tells
there
them.
you go, lady. We got them off your back.
Thank you very kindly. It had been running after me for a while.
How long would a while be?
Well, considering we're halfway down or this little path, you can probably figure it for yourself.
That'd be a bit of a problem, but I'll take your word for it.
So,
Well,
So
The
now that we
real
have,
question is, who are you?
Oh, well, my name is Ophelia. I am a unicorn. I am on my way over to the City of Rain.
wait, ooh, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt anybody else, but would you mind if I just drew you really quickly, just a couple minutes of your time, if you would?
No.
well, I will go dig through my stuff. So Corvine walks away and starts digging through her saddlebags to find a map.
very good then. Do you have any leftover gold by chance, Corvine?
Yes, I had 11.
Marvelous. Then perhaps it'd be good to pick up a map in the next town.
Okay.
As a devilish grin crosses my face.
So Eo is just kind of feeling rejected, so he kind of just has like that mouth agape kind of look on his face. He's like, but he's respectful, so he says, I respect your wishes then. I will not inquire further.
You must understand, you just simply asked me if you wanted me to... if you wanted to draw... if I wanted you to draw me. That is not happening. I'm a very private person.
I understand.
Why did you want to draw her? Some kind of artist?
You could say that a bit. I'm a sketch journalist, actually. I work for the Weekly Meadow back in the Meadow.
The Weekly Meadow? What are you doing out here in the desert?
I could ask the very same question myself. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just kind of rolling with it. Trying to see what happens.
Shanghua, you've been quiet for a while. Do you have any commentary to offer to what's going on?
She's been in the background sipping coffee.
She's just sitting there, just like watching everyone, just like, who are these guys?
Very good. Continue on. I believe you were about to say something, Ophelia? Or someone was,
No.
I think. Oh, very good then.
I'm actually interested in you. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. I'm talking to Colorado, by the way.
What, me?
Yeah.
The name's Colorado Blue.
Nice to meet you, Colorado. What brings you to here?
Well, I was helping out, like, my family with a delivery, but I was on my way back, but I really got nothing to do back home.
So you're here out of boredom.
You could say I'm taking a bit of a vacation.
Fair enough. Everybody needs a break every once in a while.
Not quite the resort. This desert.
That you can blame on me just wanting to see everything.
I know this might seem a bit strange, but would any of you mind joining me or escorting me to the nearest town? I would actually like to find out where I relatively am.